What's going on, everybody? So in my last video, I talked about relentlessly pursuing your goals and going at it with your full heart and effort. And that kind of segues into me making this video on when's the best time to train. So it really just comes down to whenever it fits into your schedule best. We're not rich. We don't just have our whole life paid for. We have jobs that we are not able to necessarily control when our schedule is. If you have a job like that, great, then you can work out whenever you want. But, for a lot of us, we're either starting really early in the morning or we're working late at night. So when's the best time to train? So for me personally, here's my train of thought for why I train after work. So when you wake up in the morning, you tend to look the most ripped, right? Your body just burnt through all the glycogen throughout the night. You're a little bit dehydrated, so your physique's just looking kind of, lean and vascular in the morning. So that's exactly why I choose to train after work, because here's how it works. So I'm saturating my body with food and carbs throughout carbs are food. I'm saturating my body with food throughout the entire day, and it's breaking down and filling up my glycogen stores throughout all those meals. I'm having 4 big meals before I even get into the gym. So here's how that works. So you eat your carbs. It breaks down and converts into glucose. The glucose then breaks down and converts into glycogen, which is stored inside your muscle cells. And that acts as a sort of currency for ATP, or energy production. And, that's your energy you're able to output, right? But not only that, it's when you have full glycogen stores, your muscles look full. You'll see this if you ever get a really good pump, or you're just feeling it good and it's like your muscles pushing against your skin really tight, and the muscle feels full, which means it has peak glycogen stores. You're getting good blood flow to it. You're creating a really nasty pump in there, which is the most beneficial thing you could do when you're trying to grow. Doing that, it's giving you more bang for your buck with your workout. But even with that said, if you're dog ass tired at the end of the day and you're just half-assing your workout and you're not getting into it, you haven't been maxing out your electrolytes throughout the whole day, you're not hydrated enough, you haven't eaten enough carb dense meals, you haven't done all of that, you're gonna not have the best performance, and it will show. So it comes down to when's the best time to train. Now, most really good bodybuilders, they actually like training after a couple meals, but they're also doing it full time, right? So they're, waking up, eating, a couple hours go by, they eat again. Now they're training at 2 in the afternoon. That's an ideal scenario for most people. They're able to do that, get the rest of their meals in. With me, it's my choice is before work or after work. And for, the reasons I just previously stated, I have my best performance at night. I'm saturating my body with food throughout the entire day, and then I'm putting all that effort in when my body has the most nutrients in it to try and grow the most I can. But with that said, don't let that discourage you from if you have to train in the morning because of your schedule. There's nothing wrong with that, but training is better than no training. There's no reason to get discouraged with that. As long as you're eating enough food throughout the entire day, it's not going to make that much of a difference. I find my performance is the best after work. I've been up for a lot of hours, me waking up straight in the morning and then going in the gym and training legs and squatting 500 pounds, my joints aren't ready for that at that time. And I'm not going to be able to mentally put in the most effort right after I wake up. I acknowledge that, and that's why I go after work. So, there's a few reasons there, but, some people are morning people. They go in the gym and they're ready to pump and grind. What I will say though is, if you have the time, try and eat before you go, and eat and be able to give it a half hour, 45 minutes if you can. I understand a lot of us are on tight schedules, and there's nothing wrong with that first meal, you making it a shake meal. So you're eating whey isolate, and probably the best thing you could put in there is cream of rice, because it's extremely carb dense and it digests quick as hell. So that'd probably be the best thing to do if you need to wake up, get something in you quick and go. But you need to give it that little bit of time too, because, back when I was 18 years old, I used to be able to eat and train legs on a full stomach, and that doesn't fly anymore. I will throw up. And if you slam that shake and now you're lifting weights 15 minutes later, like chances are you're probably going to throw up too if you're doing a heavy workout. So you have to do what's manageable for you. And again, like if your schedule is so hectic you can't even do that, like just go train fasted and eat after. It's not the best thing in the world, but it is 100% better in all regards than not doing it at all. Like don't get discouraged. Like there's phenomenal physiques out there that don't even do what I do. They do what works for them, and they do whatever they can to compensate around it. So they're eating a ton of food afterward, maybe even a little bit more. Like it really just depends. They're just putting in the effort, they're getting the food in, and they're training really fucking hard. If you're able to do that with consistency, you will go so far with this. Showing up to the gym, it is creating the discipline. And then putting in the effort when you show up, that is helping you develop mastery. With both those things combined, you're going to get so far. And if you're eating a good diet, getting enough sleep, doing whatever you can, like do that and make it work. And you just keep on trucking it out. It's not, you don't want to have 5 good days and 2 shitty ones on the weekend because you wanted to go out and party and all that bullshit. It really doesn't matter as much as you think it does. If you're able, think about this. If you're able to have 600 good days in a row, imagine how fucking far you're going to be. If you're able to have 600 good days in a row, because that's what makes people professionals. Being able to have 700, 800 good days in a row, and now they're a professional bodybuilder doing whatever it is that they're doing, because they did everything they could to maximize their progress. Every little thing. And you're going to have to make sacrifices. It may be big, maybe small. I don't know your schedule. I don't know your life. I don't know what bad habits you have that you're trying to overcome. But if you're able to make the sacrifices, put in the work, and show up every day, it will happen. You will get farther than you ever thought you could. You just got to keep on trucking, baby.